everybody, it's Delyth here from AnswerMyPhone.biz with today's Del's Big Tips. So, I think one thing we can agree on at the moment is that we've all got plenty of time. So, to use the time to the advantage to make sure that your business, once all this is finished, and it will end, I promise you, is in a better shape than it, to go forward. So, what I'm going to just briefly talk about today, because we've got time, often these things that we want to do when business is running as usual, we're all saying, oh, I haven't got enough time to do that, I need to sit down for a couple of hours and do it. So today's Del's Big Tips is to sit down, get a blank piece of paper in front of you and write down how your current leads follow-up process works, or indeed even if you have one, maybe you haven't even got one. So if you haven't, it's good to write it down so you make a sort of a process. So that is what happens every single time a lead comes in, regardless of where it comes from. I mean, sometimes the process needs to change a little bit depending on what has happened in the first instance. So for us, for example, a lead will come in, or somebody will give us a call. If they ring us, that's what I prefer the best. So we will have a chat with them, discover what it is that they want, talk about their business, how they feel we can help them, that sort of thing. Then once we've spoken, we then would send an email just sort of following up what we've talked about, that sort of thing. And then at the bottom of the email, it will say when then I will be contacting them again. That then, when I've spoken to someone, we fill out what we call our leads sheet. That leads sheet, two things happen to it straight away. One, that information goes into our CRM. And secondly, it goes on to our leads database where Tanya then, our office manager, she uses that and works some magics to collate, to tell us at the end of the month and quarterly and annually where all those leads have come from, what has happened to them, etc. So, when we put it in the CRM, we make a note then of when we're going to call them back. So basically that is our process. We then will try and contact them sort of 4 or 5, 6 times after that. And then if they still don't want to come on board for a 2-week free trial at that point, we put them onto our what we call 52-weekers. So we will email them twice monthly until they either buy or they die. So basically that is our process. So it is quite simple. There's a few sort of little variations. If it came in via email, we would try to call them, but then after that basically it is the same. Or if when we try and call them we can't get hold of them, then we send them an email or text them, WhatsApp them, whatever it is you need to do to get hold of them, do that. But it's worth having a little process so that not only you follow, but the rest of your staff can follow as well. And then, if you're not following up your leads properly, we all know you're leaving lots of money on the table. So try and do that. That's Del's Big Tips for today. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.